Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And you know we want to bring to you information from all of our candidates that are running in our area, especially right now with Parish Council. And from District 6, we have L.A., also known as Tony Robichaux. Tony, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, Tony, one of those things is people want to make sure that they know your name is L.A., but you go by Tony, and you've done that for many, many years now. Most people know you as Tony Robichaux.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about why you're running.
Well, I looked at everything and how the parish is going and different things like that. I made up my mind. I think we do need some changes here, and I'd like to see about doing the best we can for, like my sign says, is for the people and a better Terrebonne.
Okay.
So there's a few things that I think need to be done, and we have some ongoing issues naturally in Terrebonne Parish, and I'd just like to see if I can help out to improve things.
Okay. What are some of those areas? What are some of the things that you'd like to see changes?
Okay. Well, we have a constant problem with drainage in Terrebonne Parish, and I know in some areas more so than others. And I'd like to see, I would like to see a better, I don't know if they have a maintenance program in place for the drainage, cleaning out the ditches and the drains and stuff like that.
They do.
But I think we need to have either a more efficient maintenance program, I would say, and not do it around election time or around the hurricane season. You know, we maybe do it on a more regular basis.
Okay.
That is what my intentions are to do. And also, I know that the parish is short on personnel, and they form out a lot of stuff and have contractors to do work. So I'd like to see, because I've had some issues in some of the areas where I live, and I think we need to follow up on these contractors and see what they're actually doing, because I know it's been laxed in a few areas. So a little bit more of holding people accountable.
Okay. Is there any particular area of contracting? Is there any particular place where you see that we can really make a difference, and some suggestions about that?
Well, I know just in my canvassing areas that I was doing, a lot of people are talking about some of the tall grass problems and stuff like that. And I told them that, you need to talk to department heads and find out what needs to be done, and get I think you have to have a work order number or something assigned to it to get it done. And also to follow up and see how things are going with the people that are doing the work.
Right. You know, it's really interesting. One of the things that's come up, we've talked about it quite a bit with all of our parish president candidates about which roads there are. And so you're talking about parish roads. You're talking about grass cutting on those areas in District 6 where we know that there are roadways that need to be cleaned up, or grass that needs to be cut, right? Okay. Correct. Because that's just one of those sticking points about how we fix that, or how we coordinate with the state when it comes to a public road or a state highway.
Right. And I think we need to have an initiative to have a Clean Up Terrebonne initiative to try to get this parish. It looks like it's really going down the last several years, and we need to do a better job all the way around, hold people accountable, businesses and whatever, to do things like that, get it improved. Because we want to draw people here, and if your place is not clean, they go on somewhere else, So.
Right. And I know they've done some of that work in some of the bayous,
Right.
trying to do some of the cleanup. Any particular area that you really feel like in District 6 that really needs a lot of work done, or is that just parish-wide?
That's just parish-wide mostly.
Okay.
Yeah. District 6 has been pretty good as far as actually riding around and looking around and everything. I think it's been maintained pretty good,
Okay. Anything that is something that you feel like that you can bring to the council that kind of makes you or sets you apart for why it would be important for you to represent District 6?
Well, the main thing is I'm not beholden to anybody. I don't owe anybody anything. And I just want to get in there and do a good job for the people, like my signs say, for the people and a better Terrebonne. And that's what I'm looking forward to doing.
Okay. We got a couple of minutes left here. Is there anything that you see or that you've heard from constituents other than the grass cutting, because I know you mentioned that people have said that, anything that you are talking to the people about while you're trying to represent for the people and a better Terrebonne that they need done, what they need, or they've kind of brought to you for change?
Yes, a lot of people have issues with the the parking facility, the ballpark and everything on 311,
311,
right off of 311. It's kind of, I think they have some ongoing projects, and I think some of the projects are not completed.
Okay.
And what I want people to understand is what we need to do is plan things for the future, not just for immediate action, because a lot of these big tournaments and stuff are going to Hammond, Baton Rouge, Lafayette area, Youngsville area. And I just don't think that we have the proper facilities to fill up our hotels, our restaurants, and stuff like that. So I want to see if we can do a better job of planning for the future with better facilities all the way around. I know there's plans for expansion on the park, and I think we need to see about doing a real good job so we can have something that's really presentable, because we have a lot to offer here in Terrebonne Parish, but we need it to where we can, the cleaner parish and also better facilities to draw more people here.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those catch-22s. I've talked with Dean about it a little bit, trying to make sure that we've got money coming in to be able to make those changes and investments in that while we're working with what monies we have available. But you're talking about bigger softball tournaments, bigger soccer tournaments, those kinds of things as a draw? Okay. I wanted to make sure that I understood that from you. So we appreciate that. And so, Tony, we appreciate you coming to talk with us a little bit. We certainly want to wish you good luck in the election. And so finally, if you want to kind of share that slogan one more time.
For the people in a better Terrebonne.
All right. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming on
Thank
with
you
us.
very much.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment of Bayou Time. Don't go anywhere. A lot more right here on HTV.